So we are going to put our styled planner edit to good use. I just need a few things. I need a ruler, which I'm gonna grab out. I've got my styled planner edit. I've got a few mile liners that I think will match because you know I like to outline my boxes. So let's go ahead and open this up and grab the insert that I'm gonna be using. And I'll do a quick little walkthrough of my planner just in case too. So I remember I said I kind of just put the calendar right in that pocket. It goes right there in that front pocket for me. This is a dashboard that I made and I've got my calendar there. I'm using my pockets for stickers and other important information. So this is the insert that I want to pull out. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of here. September 7th is where we are going to be starting. The first thing we're going to do is outline the boxes, but I'm going to go ahead and open this up so that you guys can see it once again. So it comes with a dash card that you could use as a dashboard or frame it or put it in your journal. I'm still thinking about framing that because I like it so much. Then it comes with these 3 sticker sheets that we are going to use in my weekly, and then the notepad, which I love this. I really am considering putting some magnets on this one and putting it on my fridge. So we're going to leave that over there for a second. Okay, so let's first pick some colors. I think I want to start with the sage though, because I think that's going to look really pretty. And I think I might want to start with like sage and yellow, or this gold, like goldenrod, just because I think that yellow would look super cute with the boots. Okay, so here's what I do to make it easy for myself. I just turn it sideways and then I start outlining with all of my colors. Now in the past, I've also made this the same color as my Monday through Friday. I'm gonna change that up this time, and I am going to make this block over here, which ends up being my to-do list, the same as Saturday and Sunday. Ends up being one of my to-do lists, let me put it that way. So I do a little bit of planner like update for myself to make sure that I am using this most effectively for me. And that's just the way I enjoy doing it. You may not like all this color or need all of these boxes like this, and that's totally okay. I just like to leave myself a lot of space and then give myself some little bit of room for some creativity and some color and some stickers, you know, all the fun things that can make planning really interesting. I need something a little more than just white space at this point. Not because I can't plan with white space, but I just prefer to have a little bit extra. Just makes it fun for me to open my planner every day, which I do. It gets opened every single day before I start my day, so that I know what's happening, what's coming up, what I need to look forward to, all kinds of things. All right, let's turn it this way now. We're going to go ahead and draw our lines this way. And these aren't the neatest today, but that's okay. This is my planner. Nobody else has to look at it, and I'm okay with that. So this marker might be the last time I use it because it feels like it's running out. I don't know if that's the case, but it kind of feels like that's the case. So we'll just be super careful. And we might just use it for this week, which would be okay. All right, let's do this side, and then we'll come back and we'll do the horizontal lines. Let's do this. All right, this one we just got one little line here and then one little line down here. And then we've got some lines here. And then we're going to go back and color in our little gray boxes. And these two down here. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad at all. All right, let me color in the gray boxes. We're gonna start with the gold one since that's in my hand. I just switched to the other tip because it's a little bit easier than using the pointy fine tip. And just draw some lines in here to color these in. And I wasn't quite sure in the beginning what I was gonna do with these gray boxes when I first started using this insert, but coloring them in has worked for the way I use it, so I'm just gonna keep doing that for now. Now this sage, I will say, like I said, I feel like it's kind of maybe getting ready to dry up. It's not the brightest of colors over the gray, but that's because the tones are so similar that it's almost like a tone on tone. But there's enough of a contrast there that I think you can see it okay. So I know some of you have asked me a lot of questions about the signature size and the signature covers. I am really happy to report that I did not have a really hard time adjusting. I thought I might. I wasn't sure because I've been using an XL for so long, and I just wasn't sure if that was going to be something that was going to be like a big thing for me or how that was going to work, but it ended up not being such a big thing, which was fantastic. I am looking for my stencil with, there we go, with my blocks. So I was drawing a line down the middle here, and I decided that last week when I set up my, or the last time I set up my pages, that I didn't need to draw a line down the middle because this one didn't have one. I just needed to add the boxes. So that's what we're going to do today. Just add the boxes. Now this, let me try this way instead. This will line up just about perfectly. Oh my gosh, what is on my finger? Just about perfectly if you take your time. You can just line up the little lines through your stencil. Looks pretty good. And then you can just go ahead and draw the boxes with it, or you can just kind of draw them and then just keep moving them. But I feel like I was able to line it up and draw them pretty easily. So I think we're just going to do this, and I'm just using a very micro tip black marker. Could also use a black pen, that will work just as well. And they're a little bit offline, but that's okay. Again, this is just my planner, so it's not like anybody else has to has to use it. As long as it's functional for me, I am 100% okay with it. So we're just going to draw some more boxes here. And believe it or not, I really do fill in both sides of these with my to-do list. It just really works that way. Okay, so then I take my marker and I just kind of mark over top of this. Other tasks gets the gold one. The notes, brain dump, and priority task all get the same color because typically how it works for me is these are things that happen Monday through Friday. These are things that get done over the weekend, like grocery shopping and some fun things like that. Okay, so we need to start on the 7th, but the first thing we're going to do is put our days of the week in here, and I don't think it really matters which ones we use because I'm going to use all of them. So let me go ahead and just start. Got the right one. We're starting with Monday, and I just like to put them pretty close to the boxes, but just kind of like center them there. I just feel like it makes it easy to do that. So we'll just do those for each one. I don't know why I jumped ahead. I don't know, must have been thinking about something on Thursday. I turn it upside down because it's easier for me to see it like this when I do my dates, and like when I do my dates on the calendar. And for whatever reason, the days are just easier for me to do that way. So that's why I turn it upside down. Now, I could take these and make these totally different as well. I've done that in the past. I think I might go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab these two and make them different, just because I'm really wanting, I like having my Saturday and Sundays stand out and not be the same as my Monday through Friday. And that's a work thing for me. I just like being able to have that separation so that my week doesn't look like it's all running together. So that's just how I prefer to see that. Okay, so we're off to a good start. Next, we are going to go ahead and start putting our dates on here. So we're going to start with September 7th, I believe is what we said. And so these are like little cute little round daisies. They are super cute. You can put them on either side you want. I could actually put them right here as well, which would be fun. I've never really done that, but I don't see why I couldn't. So I think I'm going to put them down here this time just to see if I like it. Or maybe I'll just leave them up there. I think I'll leave them up there. We'll leave them up there. All right. Couple more days and we will be all set. And then we're just going to come in and do a little bit of decorating, and we're going to draw some boxes and lines over here for my to-do list. And then that's pretty much going to be it. So I don't like to decorate a whole lot. I like to just keep things fairly simple, but it does need to be practical for me for sure. So what I'm going to do here before I draw my space in, I just realized I need to do that, is go over here and grab the functional sticker sheet, and I'm going to grab one of these short little washi strips, and then we're going to use a banner and a to-do list with it. So I think for this one, we will do the matching side of that. So we'll go ahead and grab this, and I'm just going to put it so that it's right here. And then we're going to grab one of the banners. Let's grab this one with the words on it, and a to-do sticker. And I'm going to layer these together like that. And then just put them over here like this. And then we'll take our stencil and we'll just draw our lines and our boxes. And I usually go like maybe down to here, and then that way I've got some room where I can put like a little sticker over there as well. And you just want to be careful. Just make sure you're paying attention to where your lines are. The micro pen, unless you push really hard like against the top or the bottom, we'll do a little wiggling. I'm okay with that too. It does not bother me at all. is all we are going to need. All right, so if you are a functional planner, meaning you don't like a whole lot of decoration, this might be where you stop. If you like a little bit of pop of color, this might be where you stop, just to give yourself a little something visual, right? Something visual to see and just kind of enjoy it. But if you are a creative and functional planner, this is where you might want to take this sticker sheet and just add a few random stickers here or there. Now I know I want to use these boots because I think that's going to tie together this whole sage and goldenrod, or sage and yellow, or sage and whatever we're going to call it. And because I have that little line there, I'm just going to go ahead and cover that up a little bit. Nobody will ever know it's there. So we're going to put that one right there. I think that I want to put Miss Daisy on here somewhere. Daisy is our little duck. She is just absolutely adorable. Let me see what else I want to use. I think we'll put Daisy right here. And then we'll put one over here. I think on this one we'll go ahead and just put, I kind of really like this one. Let's put this one, yeah. Let's put this one on there. So that's really pretty. All right, and then the last one we need, I think we just need something small right up there. So maybe just like this letter or this little teacup would be cute. Yeah, we'll just put the little teacup right there. And that's it. That's all we're going to do for this one. And then I still have all of these supplies to go ahead and create the other one, which I think will be super fun to do.